3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with Msfl. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Msfl. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
51, Mike 51.
Off the bootleg. Duckworth. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the Cardinals.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
To throw on 2nd down. Duckworth. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Duckworth. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. From the gun, they run with Msfl. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Msfl on the carry.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They're running, man. Whip. Watch the whip.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Duckworth. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Oh, we got plenty of fight, baby.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the ground, this is Msfl. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Duckworth. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Teron Johnson made the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And Washington has taken the lead.
The kick is
and he's got it up and through.
Makes this Washington 14, Patriots 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Duckworth. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Throwing on 1st down. Duckworth will fire this deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 46 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Trying to pound it in here with Msfl. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
And they will run it with Msfl. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Msfl hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
On 1st and 10, Duckworth. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
At the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 1st down, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watch it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's the option. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, Duckworth. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Sets up.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Wilson to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Duckworth. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Now a toss, left side, Msfl. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Second and 16. Again, it's Msfl. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 14.
Operating from the gun, Duckworth. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. Now down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Msfl. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And it's Msfl once again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard.
From the shotgun, Wilson being chased out left. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line.
At the 15-yard.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
And a Washington 1st down.
Gotta go, in and out.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Accelerating, and off he goes.
Bring it! Bring it!
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now Wilson on 3rd down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught at the 25. It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a dump off here complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Going for it all. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Duggar there on the coverage.
Again, Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Patriots 34, Washington 27.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle around, twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's to his running back, Msfl. Washington now going to use the first of their three timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 25-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And they'll try to run the option here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now Washington going to use the second of their three timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Play action. Duckworth. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
For the Patriots.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Here now Roberts. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Big yardage that time for Washington, 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He's back to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir. That touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Throwing now is Wilson. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Patriots.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
34.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However,